Welcome back. Now, let us see the lumbar part. Okay. So after discussing the thoracic area, where we discussed about rotations, let us see that how lumbar works for you in any asanas, or maybe whenever you're just sitting like this, right? Or doing asanas, doing any activities or anything. So what is the function of lumbar? First of all, just watch the anatomy of lumbar. Such big vertebrae, and then big discs in between. Can you see? So bigger vertebrae and the bigger discs. So why it is so big, the vertebrae and the disc? So that it can bear the load of your walking, jogging, jumping, whatever you do in your daily life, right? So it is having all the load here. And then it has a little bit lordotic curve. It had the kyphotic curve, lordotic, kyphotic, lordotic curve. Okay. And then it is primarily designed for back bending and forward bending to some extent. Okay. But if you'll see here how it can do back bending easily, can you see the gaps in between? So these are the spinous processes. And in between the spinous processes, the more gap you have, the more you can go behind. All right. And this is how you will see many people who are doing aesthetical movements, like in yoga, in contortionists, in gymnastic, and everywhere. You will easily see that some people can go too much back, right? They can even come out from the other side, right? You can see easily, and you're wow. And you will see yoga Olympics, many kids and many people, many athletes there who are performing. They can do, all back bends in a very advanced way. How? Just because they have the right biomechanics. But not everyone is having the same, isn't it? Maybe you are one of them who is having very less range of motion. And then when you're going back, you're done. The wall is just right there, right? But there is someone who is having too much of gap and the person is having more scope. Keeping in mind that person is not having any muscle tension in the front. The person is completely relaxed, will be able to go more and more and more until he touches the spinous process. Keep on moving. There is a lot of range of motion, isn't it? You have to keep in mind one thing, that the disc, whenever you go too much back, it pushes forward. Whenever you go too much forward, it pushes back. Whenever you go to the right side, it will push you on the left side. Similarly, left side to the right side. The disc has only one purpose, to keep your spine in neutral position. So that whenever you're going here, there, everywhere, it will ask you to come back. Simple. Why? So that you don't end up pinching these nerves in between. Okay. And this is how, whenever you are doing too much of extension, flexion, sideways, and you stuck there, doing is not an issue. The issue is stuck there. When you stuck there, when you are not moving somewhere else, like people who are sitting all day long like this, that's the problem. People who are standing or sitting all day like this, that's the problem. Or this side, or that side, that's the problem. Coming back is the solution. Coming back to the neutral, using the muscle, keeping yourself upright. Okay. Otherwise, what happens? You are having a chart. You are having a picture in the notebook. You can easily see the how the degradation starts to happen since beginning, and then how you end up having the osteophyte formations in the end. Right. In between somewhere, both you have hernia and then you have slip disc. So what is slip disc? It is nothing but the disc gets punctured, or the disc is pushing on the nerve root. If the disc is pushing on the nerve root, definitely I've told you in the cervical area also that when these nerves are getting impinged, wherever it is supplying what? Supplying the stimulus. Wherever it is supplying the stimulus, wherever it is responsible for supplying the stimulus, that area is going to get affected. And in this case, in lumbar case, mostly you get the sciatica pain, isn't it? Or the lower body pain. And it is just because of the L4, L5, L3, L4, L5 collectively going down and creating the sciatica related pain. All right. Also the lumbar pain. And this red dot is here. It is showing you that how hernia looks like. Hernia is like in the picture, if you are saying in the notebooks, you can easily see the nucleus pulposus and that fibrosis and pulposus all together. The fibrosis is the part which is here outside, and the fluid part which is inside. The nucleus pulposus is inside the fluid area. So whenever you are pushing it too much, it gets punctured and then the fluid can go out, right? fluid can go out, then the disc will start to get narrow and narrow and narrow. Once it is getting so much narrow, there is no more room for these two vertebrae to stay away from each other. They are, creating contact, or they are making contact with each other, creating trouble for your nerves here. Slowly and gradually, you are going to get osteophyte formations. Already, it is too much here because in this condition, maybe person is not even able to move. It is bedridden already. So make sure you're not getting into that kind of worse condition. Even in yoga, I always say that yoga asanas, if done incorrectly, are working as a slow poison for you, because you do not know the right kind of movement, and then you're moving in a wrong movement every day. Slowly and gradually, you're hurting yourself. And one day you'll get to know, and it will be too late already. Okay. So like in accident cases, in fall cases, in sports cases, people get injuries just like this, isn't it? But in yoga, people are getting the same type of injuries, but slowly in years. Got it? So it is that's why it is so much important for you to know that how to use the body, okay, correctly. That's why the biomechanics knowledge is important, anatomy knowledge is important, not only in yoga, in every field, right? Whenever the movement is concerned, this is the body. You should know how to use it. Simple. How to sit, how to walk, how to sleep, how to run, how to play sport, how to do yoga asanas, everything. Because if you are not, then ignorance is killing you. Simple, right? Ignorance is not bliss. Okay. All right. So here we discussed the back bend. So back bend you can only get till the time you have that range of motion. Your mentor will take you through anterior and posterior pelvic tilts and how you can get more benefit into the back bend using those tilts and posterior tilts, and how you get the benefit in anterior tilt in the forward bendings. So your mentor will take you through. Let me discuss a little bit on rotation in the lumbar. We only have very limited range of motion in the lumbar, if you will see, because they are locked on both sides. If you will see here, can you see these two structures on both sides? It is locked. It is not allowing it to move out. See, only 1 degree, hardly. But I told you in the thoracic area, see, freely movable. Can you see? Only this T12 works as thoracic on top and lumbar as bottom. Look at this. On top, it is freely. It is allowing the movement, but at the bottom, it is locked. Can you see with the lumbar? Fantastic. All right. So no more the lumbar rotations. Okay. No more lumbar rotation. Only back bend, a little bit forward bend, surrendering mode. That your mentor will tell you what is surrendering mode. No force in flexion. Okay. I will tell you later when we will discuss the hip joint. We will discuss the sacrum. After this, hip joint. After that, in the pelvic region, I will tell you how to do the forward bends. Okay. Until then, enjoy your back bends. Feel the movement of your thoracic and the back bend together. See that how only the lumbar moves and not the thoracic in the back bend. Okay. And then enjoy your training. Cool. I will see you later. Take care. Enjoy training.